Hello. I want to briefly talk with you about the Parsonage Committee. Now, the Parsonage Committee is one of those unique committees in the life of a local United Methodist church. The discipline doesn't give specific guidelines as to what a parsonage committee should do. However, the discipline does say that if the local church wants to create a parsonage committee, it can do so. And in doing so, it takes away from the trustees certain responsibilities that then become the responsibility of the Parsonage Committee. Here at Trinity United Methodist Church, we have chosen to form a Parsonage Committee, and the guidelines sort of break things down along these lines. The Board of Trustees will be responsible for major repairs, major upgrades, along those kind of lines. The Parsonage Committee is going to be responsible for furnishings and painting and curtains and carpet and appliances within the house. So that's the breakdown that happens now between the Board of Trustees and the Parsonage Committee here at the church. The Parsonage Committee's job is to ensure that the pastor and the pastor's family has an adequate parsonage provided by the church so that they will have a place to live. It's the responsibility of the church to provide for the pastor a residence. Some churches in other areas choose to provide a housing allowance and get out of the parsonage business, so to speak. Being a rural church setting, that is not possible. And so the church continues to provide the parsonage and the items that are necessary for the parsonage to be the home of the minister. Now, the conference has developed a set of guidelines. If you look below, I will be attaching those guidelines below for your reference. But basically, the parsonage is responsible, or the church through the Parsonage Committee is responsible for supplying the appliances, one complete bedroom set, and under the new guidelines, that's pretty much it. The pastor is expected to bring in, I take that back, you're also expected to provide a dining room. The pastor is expected to supply all the other furniture, the living room furniture, the TVs, the other bedrooms that are necessary, because there's been studies that have done over the last few years, and that's what our annual conference has decided is the best thing to do. It cuts down on the expense, so to speak, of the church having to keep bedrooms upon bedrooms of furniture and living room furniture and all those kinds of things, while at the same time allowing the pastor and his family to have those items that are unique to them, that comfortable recliner, that couch that the boys can sort of waller on if they need to and not worry about messing it up, so to speak. And so that's some of the changes that have been taking place in the last decade or so. The church is to respect the parsonage as the home of the minister, and the minister and his family is to respect the parsonage as the property of the church. And so there's a sort of a mutual covenant that goes on between the church and the pastor. In other words, the pastor will take care of the parsonage and see that it's left in good shape, but the church also needs to do its responsibility and make sure that things in the parsonage are of proper operating level, so to speak, that things are not broken, that the dishwasher works, that the stove is good, and so forth. And so that's sort of what the Parsonage Committee does. It's that group within the church that makes those kinds of decisions. And if repairs are needed, then it's up to the Board of Trustees to make that repair, or to make that addition, or to make that upgrade, so to speak, in the facilities themselves. And the Parsonage Committee merely makes sure that everything is in place and working so that the pastor's family has a place to live. So if you're serving on the Parsonage Committee, I appreciate it as your pastor. I appreciate what you do to make sure that there's a comfortable place for me and my family. And rest assured, we are doing our best to make sure that the parsonage is going to be in good shape for the day that we will eventually leave, and a new pastor and hopefully pastor's family will come in. So God bless. Have a great day.